Tell us, what do you think on the graduation, Michelle? What do you think?
I'm thinking that I hope I don't trip down the stairs.
All right, we'll see if they.
Across the stage.
We'll see if you can make that dream come true. Guys, everybody should have a dream, Michelle. All right, we're getting ready to go eat now. Next time we see you on camera, you'll be on stage. About that tall? Time to be tall.
Are y'all ready?
We're ready.
classmates. Also, we are grateful for the opportunities we have had to learn and develop as individuals. But most of all, thank you for the challenges that await us. Challenges which will enable us to grow and to prepare ourselves for the future. Amen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Regina Gonzalez, and to my right is Jacqueline Bowe. We are your mistresses of ceremonies this evening. In following tradition, tonight we will have the top 10 students of the senior class take an active role in ceremony by giving speeches and readings, doing the invocation and benediction, and even performing a musical selection. We have also chosen a theme on which all of these performances are based. Emily Dickinson once said, "Not knowing when the dawn will come, I will open every door." As we close the door in this time of our lives, a new one is opening. We don't know what this new dawn brings, but we will open our different doors with excitement for the days of our futures. Here is James Butler with a few remarks to the senior class.
Class of 1992. We were thrown into high school with seeming infants, immature, insecure, and unsure who we were or what role in life we could possibly fulfill. Nevertheless, we were also positive that we knew everything. For the last 4 years, though, we have grown and have come to understand a little better the gifts and talents which we possess. We have a clearer idea of the direction in which our life is heading and what dreams we wish to fulfill. Our high school years have given us much, such as a solid foundation for our character and for our continuing education. But one of the greatest lessons high school has taught us is the value of sharing the gifts we have been given. We receive a sense of fulfillment out of the giving of ourselves for the benefit of others. And it is clear to me that selfishly keeping what we possess is detrimental to our growth as individuals. This is not a sudden revelation. We have learned it ever since kindergarten when we were told to share the blocks of the Tinker Toys. But now we've come to understand that this includes our abilities and talents as well as our toys. Class of 1992, with just a little bit of ourselves that we can give to others, we can gain so much fulfillment and the betterment of lives of others. God bless the class of 1992.
Next, Sonia Stitzel will read the poem, "It Couldn't Be Done." In the poem I'm about to read, we as graduating seniors are inspired to choose a positive attitude towards all the new opportunities and experiences that await us. It Couldn't Be Done by Edgar A. Guest. Somebody said it couldn't be done, but he with a chuckle replied that maybe it couldn't, but he would be one who wouldn't say so until he had tried. So he buckled right in with a trace of a grin on his face. If he worried, he hid it. He started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. Somebody scoffed, "Oh, you'll never do that. At least no one ever has done it." But he took off his coat, and he took off his hat, and the first thing we knew, he'd begun it. With a lift of his chin and a bit of a grin, without any doubting or quit it, he started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you, one by one, the dangers that wait to assail you. But just buckle in with a bit of a grin, just take off your coat and go to it. Just start to sing as you tackle the thing that cannot be done, and you'll do it. Now, Heather Blank, Kirsten Gerhardt, Edward Marquette, Christine Stewart, and Ivy Wong will perform a musical selection Take My Hand by Carl Stroman.
These are just some thoughts I would like to share with you this evening. Dandelions are not weeds, they are flowers. I know when we were little, we didn't used to think they were weeds. We used to gather them in our tiny fists and give them to our mothers as presents. Then, they were glorious pieces of sunshine sprouting in our yards. Now perhaps we regard them more as nuisances. This may be because we have been trained to think that something has to be rare to be precious, but that is not true. Something has only to be loved to be precious. Therefore, dandelions are not weeds. For one person's weed is another person's jewel. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, and what is a weed? A plant whose virtues have not yet been discovered. So we too are not unlike dandelions. Up until now, we have been this glorious sprouts of sunshine, growing peacefully among a field of our fellow flowers. But now, this day, we have turned into that beautiful white fluff that dandelions do. We used to pick those white dandelions, close our eyes, make a wish, and blow the seeds into the wind. So today, the time has come that we must make wishes on ourselves and our friends, and like dandelions, scatter ourselves into the wind. Where we may land is unknown, but that is what is so exciting. For wherever we may land, we will grow into beautiful dandelions and form new fields of flowers everywhere.
Thank you. Graduates, parents, faculty, and special guests, I'm very pleased to be among so many justifiably proud people this evening. I first want to say thank you to the parents of these graduating seniors for the support you have given your sons and your daughters, as well as the support that you have shown your schools over these many years. We are all very proud of these graduates this evening. And graduates, I know that you have all developed meaningful relationships over the past years, and I believe that these friendships are reflected in the quality of this class. You keep your friends. They are a priceless possession, and not only now, but always. Each senior knows that this graduation is only a point in time, a point that marks both an end and a beginning, a point of joy filled with a sense of pride and accomplishments, and a point of anticipation of the new beginning with new responsibilities. Few people think of graduation as a continuation, but it is. It is a continuation of the learning process that you're going to go through all of your life. You'll never stop learning. Looking at another book and sitting in another classroom and listening to another lecture are probably far from your thoughts today. But I urge you to continue your learning. The world is changing too rapidly for you to give up learning now. I urge you to continue to read, continue to ask questions, take classes, seek out new information. Continue to develop your skills, your work habits, and your sense of ethics and values. I congratulate you for your endings and your new beginnings, but I especially want to congratulate you for your continuations. You are, without a doubt, a great class, and you know that. Best wishes to each and every one of you as you continue with your success. Thank you.
I would like to now introduce Mr. Jay Morgan, principal of Stow High School for the past 3 years, and Mrs. Cynthia Finley, one of our assistant principals, who will be presenting the senior class of 1992.
At this time, I feel a strong sense of wanting to say thank you to the people who spent a lot of their personal time preparing for tonight. That includes students, that includes faculty people, that includes our music people, This evening would not be complete without your efforts, and we do appreciate that very much. Mr. Miser, I do agree that our seniors are poised to commence to the future. And I also would agree that there's mixed emotions that we all have at this time. I'm sure the families and friends and the adults here who have gone through this probably have strong feelings about these mixed emotions. These students are ready to commence, and I would recommend that they are truly a class of the 90s. They're wise in technology, they're wise in travel, they've been places, they've experienced. Foreign exchange students who are with us tonight who are from other lands. They're wise in the dangers and the problems of the future. They understand the keen competition in our world today, and we feel they're wise in making the best of personal uniquenesses so that we can make the most of all kinds of different kinds of people. But more importantly, this class, many of us feel, has been a beneficiary of a great deal of support throughout our community and throughout our area. A great deal of support where our schools do not lack the confidence in inviting all aspects of the community to join in the education of this group. This class has learned through employment, co-op programs, all kinds of mentoring situations, learned about what really happens in our society. This class has had the exposure of many, many volunteers, very important people in our community that have worked with them in order to help them develop their attitudes towards the future. This class has had, in my estimation, more direct parental support, booster groups, in parent groups, for the special things that make an education very important. And we have to thank all of those people. This class has benefited from more donated equipment and scholarship and aid than any other group that I've been involved with over many years of education. These students are the kinds of people that other people enjoy doing things for. I think that is a secret. And Jim, God has blessed the class of 92. Whether it's career training with employers or in vocational teachers or college preparation, straight A's that have been achieved in this group, this class is special. 16 National Merit Scholars, which may be a record in the history of Stowe High School. A class total academic average of 2.788, which is very nice to report. State rankings in academic competition that deal with the junior classical league, speech, debate, music. State rankings in athletics. Excellence in visual and performing arts as we have continued that tradition. These students have achieved beyond their years and beyond their innate talent. The reason for this is hopefully we all understand that we've all been part of the achievement of this class. SEMA, with the dandelions, we do know that we have some local dandelions that will be involved in local things. We have winds that are spreading our group far and wide. There's one important aspect that I'd like all to remember. Our nation, our state, our communities need the spirit of the class of 92. It's up to you folks to be missionaries of what you know so well and to create the positive attitudes in other places that you created with us. On behalf of our faculty and staff and those community people who could not be here tonight, and all the teachers and all the people who have worked with you for many years, I extend our congratulations. Mr. Miser, Mr. Braun, Mr. Wagner, the assembled members of the class of 92 have met the requirements of the Stow-Munroe Falls Board of Education and the requirements of the Ohio Department of Education. Before Mrs. Finley and I call forward the graduates, I do have three brief things to say. One note as far as a program here that I've been informed about. One of our class members, Charity Probarsky, should have been recognized as a National Honor Society student. She deserves that honor. The class this morning has asked me to report two things. In order for everything to work well with the AIDS and disease, please remain for each of the class members so that they can receive proper honor. And any individual recognition should not trample on the next name that we present. At this time, we will call forward the members of the class of 1992.
Regina Marie Gonzalez.
Catherine Elizabeth Hernick.
Kimberly Ann Hernick.
James Allen Messner.
Sonia Marie Stitzel.
Jacqueline E.M. Kai Bowe.
Adams.
Timothy Matthew Adkins.
Bonnie Faye Allen.
Gregory James Allison.
Andrew Scott Aloisi.
Dominic Mario Altieri.
Peter Anthony Altieri.
Michael William Anderson.
Jill Patrice Andrade.
Sean Janelle Andrews.
Lisa Marie Angela.
Sarah Brigida Anzelfi.
Michael Perry Antelek.
Amanda Jean Arch.
Lindy Danielle Archer.
Lisa Marie Ardito.
Nicole Suzanne Bach.
Anthony Louis Magnato III.
Jason Scott Ballard.
Laura Ann Bender.
Alan Patrick Bachman.
Mark Edward Buckman.
Jennifer Ann Beck.
Robert Byron Beck.
Leslie Ray Benjamin.
Daniel Earl Bennett.
Rachel Elizabeth Bennington.
Matthew John Bernhardt.
Kara Lee Beerley.
Carrie Lynn Bilderback.
Amy Melissa Billick.
Brent Allen Finger.
Brian Scott Bishop.
Jenna Lynn Bishop.
Adam Michael Blackman.
Kenneth Thomas Lasdo.
Martha Louise Vogt.
Renee Denise Bologna Sweet.
Leanne Renee Boros.
Jeannie Diane Bowen. Kimberly Stephen Joseph Callahan.
Patricia Ray Camden.
Ryan James Campbell.
Corinne Louise Canavan.
Meredith Renee Canterbury.
Marla K. Carpenter.
Kelly Ann Carson.
Juan Carlos Castrillon.
Marie Christine Chowley.
Denise Ann Cheatham.
Charles Nicholas Christie Jr.
Michelle Leslie Clark.
Montessa Louise Clark.
Scott Michael Clark.
Thomas Isaac Clark.
Kara Marie Clarkson.
Rebecca Dawn Clegg.
Alicia Renee Cochran.
Jeremy Edward Coker.
Everett Boyd Cook II.
Brian James Crawford.
Robert Scott Crawford.
Scott Andrew Crawford.
Miranda Crocker.
Heather Claire Crow.
Douglas William Crow.
Amy Louise Cunningham.
Jeffrey Paul D'Antonio.
Stephanie Marie Denman.
Todd Christopher Danforth.
Nicole Kathleen Derrigo.
Brian Keith Davidson.
Jill Marie Davis.
Michael Raymond Davis.
Michelle Lynn Davis.
David Daniel Deacon.
Tracy Lynn Dement.
David Benjamin Dennison.
Michael David Dennison.
Susan Lynn DePompey.
Kempa Michelle Durr.
Nathan Scott Discutner.
James Christopher Destro.
Jason Scott Dewey.
Sheila Larod.
Bridget Kathleen Dillon.
Amy Elizabeth Gillow.
Keith Michael Doherty.
Brandon Christopher Dowler.
Michael Jason Rapcho.
Julie Lynn Dutton.
Eric Allen Eberly.
John David Edwards.
Jennifer Lynn Eischen.
Cynthia Suzanne Evans.
Brian Jacob Fowler.
Now we can have the entire class rise, please. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, and the powers vested in me by the state of Ohio through the Board of Education, I now pronounce this class of 1992 as graduates of Stow-Munroe Falls High School.
Would all please rise with heads bowed for the benediction. Dear Lord, as we gather here tonight in mingled remorse and excitement, closing the door on our high school careers and stepping forward, each of us, into a new and vast world, we give thanks. The fellowship of our friends, the dedication of our educators, and the love and the wisdom of our parents, we gratefully hold emblazoned in our memories. To you, O Lord, we give the thanks for these and the countless other blessings you have graciously spilled overflowing into our cups. Now, as each of us prepares to set out and find his own singular path, we entreat your guidance. Along the way, may our vision be clear and our steps never wayward, so that we reach the destinies which you have ordained for each of us. To you, O Lord, be all glory, God, and honor. Amen.
Mama Bird and Big Bird. That's the ones we're used to. A single IQ between you, right?
Yeah.
For the video, we'll send this in America's Funniest Videos. Fall over or something, Michelle. Okay. Clarkson's family portrait, please. Michelle, join your secondary family there for a second.
Yes, this is your secretary family.
Goodness knows your real family couldn't stand you that long. Okay. Well, this is it. 2 days from now, we break all the plates with your name on it. You're out in the street.
Whoops, did not let it Ken do that. Hey, Michelle, I have something for you here. Yes, this is the wallet. Just a second while I whip it out. Yes, folks, it's the actual picture to Michelle Davis. Yes, that I promised her this morning. Here it is, just for her, with love.